You young boys, you're really fortunate to have me. I wish I was in your shoes that you had me at your disposal to give you old man wisdom. And now that the house is more or less done, minus the retaining wall, I can start focusing on the things I used to focus on. And I was like, oh, yeah, I had an Amazon affiliate link. So what I'm going to do, because I care about you, this has nothing to do with the profits I'm going to make. Of course not. Yeah, it's all about the profits, of course. But we might mutually benefit one another, where I give you my old man wisdom and tell you what to do in a stern, upset, angry, perturbed voice. And you do it and you're like, oh, yeah, it made my life easier. But see, you will have never gone through the hardship and pain I went through to know how much easier you got it, because you're a dang nabbit kid. Nose hair trimmers, very important, right? The time will come. Not Savo's age. Kevin Savo isn't old enough. He just hit puberty last week. But it's going to be 30, 31, 32. And your nose is going to decide it's just going to start sprouting hair for whatever reason. And you will get hairs that will come out and you won't notice it because it hadn't happened before. It's like latent, the last stages of latent puberty. And I've had girls like, you got a nose coming out of your head. I go to that. There's like a little walrus tuck sticking out. Men who are old enough had this happen. All right. Now, forget whether that's embarrassing on a date or hygiene or anything like that. What's going to end up happening is going to start scratching your nose. And you're going to think, I don't need a tool. This will go away. And then you like yank it out. And only after it annoys you and scratches. So then you'll start yanking out your nose hairs. And what ends up happening goes directly to your eye ducts or tear ducts and immediately makes you cry. We go, oh, and then immediately a tear will form and look like you're crying, look like you're picking your nose at the same thing. And not to mention the hours that you'll just be scratching your nose and there's a walrus tusk coming out of it. Save yourself the pain, right? On your 30th birthday, or now, depending on if you're of age, where you got walrus tusks coming out of your nose, go get yourself a nose hair trimmer. I linked to one below. I did the research and old man here. You'll go get the cheapest one. The cheapest one, you got to go get AA, AAA batteries. Now you got problems. Now you got to go buy batteries. And I'm trying to save you time and money. So I have linked down below is the nose hair trimmers that you plug into the USB. So you could plug it into your laptop, you could plug it into your cell phone thing, you can carry it wherever you go, and you will not be driving down the road. You may want to get two of them, one for your house, one for your car, because that's when they strike. That's when the nose hair strikes. When you're driving and you can't do it, you're yanking out. And heaven help you've got standard transmission, with none of you do, but you don't have to worry about that. So you do have a free hand to go ahead and yank out these nose hairs if you want. But should you be inclined to actually be a real man and learn standard transmission, I know it's not for most of you young people. You're going to be like trying to shift, get in there, get the clutch in it. It's going to be a nightmare. Get the nose hairs trimmers. Best thing you could choose. You're going to get the highest rate of return. I'm not kidding. This I'm not joking about. You are going to get the highest rate of return on it. It's one of the best things I ever bought. If you go back a couple of years when I had a lot more free time to do this, I promoted nose hairs trimmers. So there you go. It is linked down below to my Amazon affiliate link. If while you're shopping, because you enter in through that link, you were going to buy anything else, you certainly can, because it goes through my Amazon affiliate program. Cappy gets a 5 to 7% commission or cut. And it doesn't cost you anything more. This comes out of Jeff Bezos's hands. You're like, well, I had nothing personal against Jeff Bezos. Well, don't forget, it also comes out of Mackenzie Bezos's hand, because she just inherited, half of Amazon because, well, she sucked his dick. Okay. So that's got to be worth, what, $80 billion? So viewer, you're taking money out of her hands if you don't have a disagreement with the Jeff Bezos. Yeah, what I had, Salams was here. I had it where it'd be black on the underside, but then at the very tip, it was gray. It was the weirdest thing. And no, Freddie, it's not an April Fool's. I finally am back to kind of a normal schedule. I always want to promote good products because I make money on it too, but then I'll help you guys out. You could also use this for ear hairs. That's when you get to be 40. Also, your ears start growing hairs because, yeah, there was a biological evolutionary reason for that. But, yeah, you got to get that. So I linked to it below. It's chargeable USB. You'll thank me for it. I'll have more wisdom along the way. See you guys later. Toodles.